Greetings and salutations, and welcome to the San Antonio Football Network, the Caballeros Conexion edition. Thank you all so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. In this video, I have a very special guest for you. He is wide receiver Carlos Hill of your soon-to-be International Football Alliance champions, San Antonio Caballeros. Good afternoon, Carlos. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me, sir.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, so let's get right into it. Can you tell us a little bit about your journey to becoming a professional football player with the San Antonio Caballeros? So, what inspired you to pursue this career?
Honestly, my whole family was just like raised off of football. Like everybody in my family played football, and I was the one to just take it this far. So I've been playing since I was like 5 or 6. I went all the way up to JUCO level, conquered JUCO. Ended up at Sacramento State. You know, and that's how I ended up. In a professional level.
Okay. So, tell me a little bit about your experience at Sacramento State. I mean, it's not a college I would think a whole lot of people are aware of. So, how
Yeah.
was it like there?
Sacramento was really fun. I mean, we had a winning tradition over there, our back-to-back 3 times back-to-back Big Sky champions. I was a part of that one time. But it's a winning standard over there at Sacramento State.
Excellent. So, growing up, who were your biggest influences or role models in football, and how did they shape you to approach the game?
Honestly, it was my pops, my dad, and Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown. So both of them
Oh,
always, always had the work ethic, just to keep going, play hard, give everything 100%.
excellent. What was the most challenging moment in your football career so far, and how did you overcome it to reach this point with the to be with the Caballeros?
Probably going JUCO out of high school. I thought like I would get like Division 1 offers out of high school and stuff. Obviously that didn't happen. So going JUCO really, put me in a little bad place. But I used that as motivation, go D1. Like a lot of NFL players went JUCO and ended up D1, and ultimately ended up in the NFL.
Excellent. So, as a wide receiver, you're known for your route running and highlight reel type of catches. What do you think is your greatest strength on the field, and how do you plan to showcase it in the IFA's inaugural 2025 season?
My greatest skill is honestly run after catch and my speed, honestly. But most likely run after catch for sure. Once the ball in my hand, I feel like I'm unstoppable. I make that first guy miss, it's over with.
Outstanding. Looking forward to seeing that. So, how have you been preparing physically and mentally for the upcoming season with the Caballeros, especially knowing you'll be competing on a international stage?
I'm just, doing my daily workouts, working out, doing my conditioning. Just make sure I'm up in shape, make sure nothing, I don't got any tinks or, to work on and stuff, something like that. I hit the field every week, make sure I'm, sharp.
Excellent. So, what's your approach to studying opponents, and how do you think it will contribute to the Caballeros' offensive strategy?
Honestly, I like to see how, their techniques. I like to see their weak points. I'm not really a big film watcher guy, but I'll sit there and look at the one person that I'll see like guarding me in the slot or anything like that, and I'll just study their techniques and their weakness and stuff.
Beautiful. So now you're going to be playing under Coach Halmami, who we all know is a legend known for the air raid offense. How has his coaching style influenced the team that you are aware of, and what's it like working from him from a wide receiver position?
Air raid. I mean, every receiver like the passing offense, so I'm gonna love this offense. It's passing the ball, it's getting the ball in my hands. Everybody wants the ball in their hands as a receiver. So I'm gonna love this offense.
Yes, sir. And you have a lot of competition on the field. There's been a lot of wide receivers been signed to the team. So, how
hmm
are you going to stand above the rest of them?
Like I said, my speed, how I approach the game, run after catch, my route running. I feel like I'm the perfect receiver, honestly. I can high point the ball. I got a good 40. My route running is, up to date and everything and that such. I pride myself on, standing out.
Excellent. Now, the Caballeros have a mix of seasoned players and emerging talent. How would you describe the team chemistry, and what role do you play in fostering that chemistry?
Right now we haven't really, got any chemistry yet. We haven't even, went to our training camp started in May, so I really don't know what the chemistry is. But
Mhm.
honestly, I feel like I'm a cool a leader. I lead by example on the field. I'm not really a vocal leader, but I lead by example on the field. And if my teammates feel like I'm a good leader, then I step up to that role.
Okay. I understand that you guys have like your own team chats with
Yeah, we got a team chat.
okay.
Yeah, everybody gets along in that chat. It's always good vibes in that chat. Always. We got some players in that chat. Showing their newborns and stuff like that. So. I
Oh,
feel like the chemistry would be really good, honestly. Yeah, yeah.
okay. So once you all get together, then it should just be able to
Yeah,
click
yeah,
into
yep.
place.
Yes, sir.
All right. So, what's been the most valuable piece of advice or feedback you've received from the coaching staff since joining the Caballeros?
Um, Not really, talking to any coaches right now.
No?
We was just talking to group chat and stuff, so I haven't really got no feedback from any of them. But they do give me some words of encouragement for sure. Coach Mume, love my route running and my speed ability. So that makes me want to feel like I need to get better.
Mhm. Okay. So, the IFA is a unique blend of US and Mexican teams. What excites you the most about competing in this international league, and how do you think it will impact your career?
What excites me the most, just being out there on the professional field, competing in Mexico, coming back to and competing in the US, that would be a cool experience, because I've never played against, a Mexican team. So I feel like that'd be a really good experience. Um, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Have you ever been to Mexico?
No.
All
Yeah,
right. So that
yeah,
should be pretty exciting.
that would be fun. Yeah.
All right. So the Caballeros are set to kick off their season on May 31st in Ohio before returning home for games at the UIW Benson Stadium.
hmm
How do you feel about representing San Antonio on this global stage?
I'm not really from San Antonio, so I'm from Miami. I'm gonna represent, Miami and stuff, but
Okay.
I can't represent my team, and most importantly, God. So that's my top three: God,
There you go.
San Antonio, and Miami. There you go.
That sounds good. That sounds really good. So, how do you think the NFL based rules of the IFA will shape the style of play compared to other leagues that you perhaps played in?
Say it again. I'm sorry.
I was just wondering how you think the NFL style rules in the IFA will shape the style of play compared to other leagues that you maybe have played in.
I mean, honestly, not really. Not really any difference in any other leagues. I played in the ELF. They had the same NFL rules there. I mean, ultimately, everybody on this team wants to get play on the highest level. So I feel like
Hmm.
everybody would want to, they wouldn't mind it.
Okay. So, have you been to San Antonio before?
No, I've been to Katy, Texas, though. I never been to San Antonio. Been to
Okay.
Katy, yeah.
Okay. Excellent. So, you haven't had a chance to connect with any local fans yet,
No, not yet, not yet. I'm excited though. I can't wait.
and you guys are coming down in training camp in May, correct?
May, yes, sir. Yep.
All right. And during that time, is there anything that you would like to experience while you're in San Antonio, like the Riverwalk, the Alamo, that type of thing?
Uh, experience. I probably want to experience the Six Flags in San Antonio.
There you go.
So yeah, I've been to the Six
Absolutely.
Flags in California, Atlanta. Now I got to experience San Antonio. Got to
That's,
see which one's got the best rides.
there you go. And also, you got to check out the food too. So if
Oh yeah,
you're,
the food. I forgot about the food. Yeah, the food. I love food, man.
yeah, if you're big into Tex-Mex, we got some good Tex-Mex here.
All right, all right.
So, well, what personal goals have you set for yourself in 2025, and how do you plan to achieve them?
Personal goals, just to be, at the top. top of this, in the league and receiving, also in touchdowns. That's a pretty big goal because I want to, end up at the next level. So I want to be the best at everything I could possibly be the best at. So, just working hard every day, getting that extra work in with the quarterbacks after practice and things of that nature. Just getting our chemistry right.
Yes, sir. And I think that's one thing I'm really excited about the IFA is that it does give a chance for players such as yourself who come from schools that, maybe just casual fans may not have heard of.
Hmm.
It's not
Hmm.
Alabama's and all that good stuff. And it gives you a chance to put your game on tape for you to go to the next level, whether it's the UFL, CFL, or even the
Hmm.
NFL. So
Yeah.
I'm really excited for you guys to have that opportunity. So, where do you see your football career heading in the next few years, and how does the IFA fit into that vision?
I really see myself ending up at the next level, honestly, all the way up to the NFL. So IFA is basically a stepping stool, just like how JUCO was.
Mhm.
JUCO was a stepping stool for Division One. So that's how I look at it. Until God tell me stop, then that's when I'll stop.
Excellent. Excellent. And I think that's really the main reason why the IFA exists. I mean, it is they have professed themselves to be a developmental league for athletes like yourself to move on. So, um, though I would like to see you play here in San Antonio for many years, I would not shed a tear to see you move on to the next step. If you can send a message to young athletes hoping to follow in your footsteps, what would you tell them about pursuing a career in professional football?
Man, just stay down, stay grinding. Keep God first, stay consistent, man. That's all that matters. You got to stay consistent, even when you don't feel like you want to work. Just stay consistent, man, because at the end of the day, consistency at your, God-given talent is what going to get you to that next level, working when other people's in the bed, laying down. So that's what I'll say.
Absolutely. So, what's something about you off the field that fans may be surprised to hear about?
Probably I love fishing. I love fishing. So
Wow.
not many people think I would fish, but being from Florida, like everybody down here got like fished once in their lifetime. So I love fishing, freshwater fishing. For
Okay.
peacock bass and regular bass and that nature.
So, have you done any deep sea diving or not diving, but deep sea fishing like for
Yeah, yeah.
marlin?
Not for marlin though. Nah, we'll fish for like snapper and stuff like that. But
Okay.
I've done deep sea fishing.
Okay. That's awesome. I haven't fished in a long time myself. I'm from originally from Minnesota, so we have thousands of lakes all over the place.
Hmm. Hmm.
But since I left, I really haven't done a whole lot of fishing. But yeah, that's awesome to hear. Uh, if you can pick one teammate to join you for a game day hype speech, who would it be and why?
So one teammate on the team right now.
Uh, just we'll say anybody. If you
A
can just pick any player.
like that I played with in my lifetime.
Yes, sir.
Hype speech. Probably my best friend Devin Gandy, probably him. My dog Dev, he play at Louisiana Tech right now. We just got that. Like that's my dog. So we feed off each other. Like I feel like we'll give a good little hype speech for sure.
Nice. All right. And the Caballeros logo, I'm sure we're all aware what it looks like. So,
Mm.
what's your favorite part of the team's identity, and how does it inspire you when you will step out onto the field?
I really love that red, white, and blue, honestly. It's like we're united. So I feel like that's a good little color combo. We're all united. That's what I think of when I see our logo, red, white, and blue.
Excellent. So, what's your post football goals once it's time for you to hang up the jock strap and hit the showers?
Honestly, just become a coach, anything like that. Just give back to the young, just help the young basically, upgrade their game, do whatever they need to do, reach the next level.
Okay, excellent. So, is there any like organization or a charity that you would like to promote at this point?
Any organization, probably Gold Feet Global, Gold Feet Global, yeah. My Turner's TA, they helped me a lot throughout like my whole football process, and God, that's it, yeah.
Outstanding. That is outstanding. So where can people find you, Carlos, on social?
One LOSOO on Instagram.
Excellent. All right. Well, thank you so much, Carlos, for joining me. I think that's all I have for you. I greatly appreciate you taking time out of your schedule to join me.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, man.
Absolutely. We'll see you on the field, Carlos, and we look forward to seeing those highlight
Yes,
catches in
sir.
real time.
Yes, sir. You gotcha. Gotcha. Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Absolutely. Have a good one.
You too.
All right. Bye-bye. And that was Carlos Hill, wide receiver of your soon-to-be IFA champions, the San Antonio Caballeros. I want to thank him again for taking time out to join me, and I also want to give a special shout out to Quincy Workman, as always, for helping me set up this interview. I greatly appreciate your efforts. Well, that's it for this video. I think it's time for this cabaya to be put into the corral, at least until the next episode. Until then, San Antonio, Montemos, let's ride.